Imagine creating your own Netflix-style drama series, except the cast, the production crew, and the studio all fit inside your computer.
I can't do this. I'm sorry, Kara. I'm in love with Jade.
Oh my god, is he serious?
In this video, I'm partnering with Topview to explore Drama Studio, an AI workflow designed specifically for creating short episodic dramas. We're going from an idea, an outline, or even a script, all the way to structured scenes, recurring characters, cinematic visuals, dialogue, and complete episodes inside one connected pipeline. This isn't about replacing creativity, it's about giving creators access to something that normally exists only in larger productions, the ability to operate like a one-person studio. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how the workflow works, how everything connects together, and whether creating your own AI drama series is actually possible. So the first thing you want to do is go to Topview and open Drama Studio. I'll also include a link in the description of this video so you can follow along. Drama Studio is a new tool you can use to create content, films, and short dramas inside one connected workflow. Once you're inside, the first thing you want to do is start a new project. Now, if you already have a script, you can simply upload it into the text box and the AI agent will immediately start working on your project. But you can also begin with just an idea and let the AI help build things from there. For this tutorial, I want to start completely from scratch. So even if you don't have an idea yet, that's perfectly fine because you can still walk through the process. So I'll click on Start from Scratch at the bottom left. And after clicking it, Topview will begin asking a few setup questions before we move into the creative stage. So the first thing we have here is the art style section. Basically, this is where you decide the overall visual direction for your project. You can choose between live action or animation. So if you want to create an animated short or animated film, you can select animation and choose whichever style fits what you're trying to create. You also have a custom option where you can describe your own style. For live action, there are also multiple options available. You can click on Show More to see additional styles and choose whichever one matches your project. Initially, I was considering pop dystopia, something similar to K-drama styles and related visuals. We also have other options available if you're looking for different kinds of looks and moods. But for this tutorial, I'll switch and go with modern K-drama because I want something that feels more like a romance comedy style film. Now after that, we move into the basic settings. Here you can either create a single drama or a multi-episode drama. By default, it starts with multi-episode drama selected. If you are creating consistent content for social platforms like TikTok, Reels, and similar platforms, then multi-episode drama can be useful. So for this tutorial, I'll keep it on multi-episode drama. Next, we have aspect ratio. If you're creating for YouTube, you can choose 16:9. But if you're creating content for platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and similar vertical platforms, then 9:16 makes more sense. Since I want content I can post on social media, I'll go with 9:16. Another thing you should pay attention to is duration. Basically, these settings become context that the AI uses later while generating the different parts of your drama. For the first episode duration, I'll make it 60 seconds. So in other words, each episode in this project will run for 60 seconds. Then for language, choose whatever matches your target audience. There are different language options available, but for this tutorial, I'll stay with English. Then for suggestiveness, I'll leave it on all ages. Now one thing I would actually recommend here is turning on auto review and optimize. Basically, after giving instructions, the AI will continue asking questions and working with you throughout the process. It's not there to replace anybody. It's there to help you as a filmmaker and assist during the creative process. So turn that on because you and the AI will be working hand in hand throughout the workflow. Once that's enabled, scroll down and click on Confirm and start creating. Now, after clicking that, the initial setup is done. At the top navigation bar, you now notice sections like outline and script, characters, environment, props, and other categories. The next thing we want to focus on is outline and script. Since I started with no idea at all, I can simply talk to the AI and ask it to give me ideas. So I'll type "give me ideas." Based on the settings we selected earlier, the AI will now begin generating ideas that fit those choices. So the art style, the formats, the episode structure, and everything we configured earlier will now become context for those generated ideas. You can see multiple ideas being generated here. Once they are ready, All you need to do is go through them and choose the one that connects with what you want to create. I have 6 different ideas here, and for this tutorial, I'm going to choose the third one, the backup groom. After selecting it, the AI immediately starts building around that concept. Basically, what you're doing here is having a conversation with the AI so it can gradually build your story, your script, and later your characters. So you're simply engaging with it, developing the idea further, and adjusting anything that needs to change. Now the concept has been developed further. We now have details like the target audience, story direction, the contract marriage theme, betrayal elements, the logline, the hook, and everything else connected to the project. At this stage, you can still tweak anything you want. You can change character names, add your own names, or adjust different parts of the story if needed. For this tutorial, I'll continue and click on Generate Outline so the AI can start building the drama structure. Again, the process here is really just continuing that conversation with the AI and allowing it to develop the project further. Now, after waiting a few minutes, the outline is ready and we now have the structure for the entire drama. Across the project, we now have 12 episodes with outlines generated for each one. The AI also automatically reviews the episodes so they stay aligned with the original theme, direction, and creative ideas we established earlier. The next step is generating the characters and environment references. So I will continue and generate the characters, locations, and props. Basically, I want the AI to create all the visual elements that will support the drama. Now the AI begins generating the characters, the locations, and the props at the same time. So wait a few seconds or a few minutes for that process to complete. Once it's done, we now have complete descriptions for every character, every location, and the different props inside the story. From here, you can generate images for each individual character, or if you already have images, you can upload them yourself. That flexibility is useful because you're not locked into one workflow. You can also generate all character images at once. So I'll click Generate All Character Images and let it begin generating everything together. The character images here are generated using Nano Banana. After that, I also want to generate all environments and all props, so everything is created sequentially. So I'll go to environment and generate every location needed throughout the film. Then I'll go to props and generate all props as well. Now we simply wait for all the images to finish generating. The character images are now generated. And looking at them, with the standards I have for AI filmmaking, I don't think these results fully meet my standard. I want to be factual here. Some of these images feel a little cartoonish to me. Some even look closer to 3D characters rather than realistic characters. So what I want to do now is fix that by using my own custom prompt. Because for me, realism matters. If I want a more realistic AI film, then I also want more realistic character references. So instead of using the default result, I'm going to regenerate the characters using my own character Bible and reference sheet prompt. So what I'm going to do is go into the custom prompt section for each character. Basically, I remove everything that was generated by default and I replace it with my own character Bible prompt. In other words, I'm using a structured reference sheet to guide the AI toward more realistic output. Then I take the appearance details for that specific character and paste it directly into the prompt section. After that, I choose the model I want to use. You can use GPT Image 2, Nano Banana Pro, or GPT depending on what level of realism you're aiming for. For this tutorial, I'm going with GPT Image 2. Once that's done, I generate the character again. And I repeat the same process for every other character in the project. So it becomes a consistent workflow. Open custom prompt, replace the default text, paste the reference sheet, adjust the character description, then generate. The goal here is consistency across all characters, so the final AI film looks cohesive, not random or mismatched. After doing this for all characters, I now have a new set of character reference images. And the difference is very clear. The first set looked more cartoonish and stylized, but the new versions look much more realistic and aligned with what I want for AI filmmaking. So now we have proper character references that actually fit the tone of the drama. At this point, the visual foundation of the project is ready. We have characters, we have environments, and we have props, all generated and refined. So the next step is to move back into the script workflow and generate the actual episode script, starting with episode 1. Because while everything else is important, the script is what actually drives the AI filmmaking process forward. So now I go back into the AI writing assistant and I focus only on episode 1. Yes, you can generate scripts for all episodes at once, but for this tutorial I'm keeping it simple and starting with just the first episode. Now you can see the system still shows that the script section is incomplete. That's because even though we have the outline, we don't yet have the full script and beat structure finalized. So I proceed and generate the script for episode 1. After a few minutes, the script is ready and we also get the beat map. Basically, the AI has broken the episode into structured beats that guide pacing, dialogue, and scene flow. At this point, you can directly move into video production from here. Now inside video production, you'll see that each scene is broken down and prepared for generation. The system creates prompts for every scene automatically, which is what the video model will use. From here, you have two options. You can either generate the storyboard first, or you can jump directly into video generation. For this tutorial, I start with storyboard generation because it gives visual context before generating the final video. So I generate storyboards for each scene one by one. This helps the AI maintain consistency, especially with characters, environments, and scene composition. Once the storyboard is generated, I review it and add it to references. This step is important because it anchors the next stage of video generation. Then I select the model, adjust the duration based on the bitmap, and click Generate Video. Now the system starts generating the episode in the background. You can also continue generating the remaining episodes using the same process. But for this tutorial, I'm only focusing on episode 1. If you check the video production panel, you'll see all scenes, processing, and being created step by step. One thing you may notice is that sometimes the AI can flag or reject a generation if something in the prompt conflicts with character consistency or reference data. When that happens, you simply adjust the character reference or regenerate that asset and continue. And that's really the full workflow of AI filmmaking using Drama Studio inside Topview. You start from an idea, build it into a structured drama, generate characters and environments, refine your visual consistency, then move into script, storyboard, and finally full video generation. If you want to access the platform, you can use the link in the description and start building your own AI drama series. If this helped you, like the video, share it, and drop any questions in the comments. See you in the next one.